Good morning. It is Saturday Morning Live from Lafate Gallery Vision Center, 227 North Market Street in Wilmington, Delaware. And if it is Saturday morning, it is creativity. Children should be engaged in something creative. It doesn't have to be art. It could be dancing, could be sports, something. When my son was growing up, he was involved in Little League. Later, he found his love in football. But every Saturday, there was something to do. It wasn't like now when children are glued to the iPhone and the iPad, and they're not using their God-given creative brains to be creative. So I want to commend a grandparent out there. Karen Stewart, 7 months ago, contacted me and told me that her granddaughter was very talented and she wanted to invest in her. She wanted her to take classes at Lafate Gallery. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. So Zariah started here 7 months ago, and she has created, she could have her own show now. She has created some beautiful masterpieces, and she's here today. This is a private class for her, but it could be for your child too. I could extend it and have a group class, but her mom is paying for this. Periodically, I host free art classes where I go out, ask corporations to foot the bill, and then parents don't have to pay. But you know, life, everything is not just free. Sometimes we need to invest. We need to sacrifice for our children, provide them with a lifelong enriching experience. So my student is here, and she's working at her first task. I'll be taking you over to see her in a little while. But let me talk about this shirt that I am wearing, because it's relevant to childhood. When I grew up in beautiful Jamaica, there are many flowers out there, but I chose the morning glory. That was the flower that inspired my creativity. Why? The morning glory grows in a patch, and the petals naturally open in the mornings. But there was something special about the morning glory and the way we describe them. The morning glory that I know of, those petals close precisely at 4 o'clock Jamaica time. And we called the flower, we gave it had 3 names. The botanical name is morning glory. In the morning, because we open the petals, we wake up and the petals are open, we say, get up and kiss me. And then, when the petals close, we know it's 4 o'clock. So, here is my 4 o'clock. Morning glory. And I have the original still available. And I have a beautiful limited edition print. It's in bubble wrap now, right there. 24 by 18. If you're interested in it, it's available. And I still have the original. So back to the investment. So Grandma Karen Stewart chose to invest in the talent of her granddaughter. And she is now on maybe her 6th class here. And this morning we chose her theme of what we're doing. We are creating a summer rose garden. Yes, that's what we are creating. That's the first activity. So in a moment, I'm taking you over to her table where she's painting. And we always use music, so let me put the music back on. It's important. When I create art, I have to have my music. And this music is from the Steel Band Music, Caribbean Trinidad Steel Band Music. I do not own the rights to the music. And it's a Sony Record Specials that create the album. Guantanamela. Okay. So Zariah, my 8-year-old emerging artist, and you know what is so good? Going forward, I'm going to make her an entrepreneur. I mentor all my artists, budding artists, to be entrepreneurs. In February, I had one who came in and sold his work. He had his own exhibition. And over the years, I've had my mentees make prints of their work and note cards and sell it, make money. That's life. Yeah, this month is recognized as National Black Business Month. What are you doing out there to support black businesses? I'm teaching my students that they can use their talent to make money. So Zariah is going to be having a pop-up show down the road to show all her pieces. Well, she will keep the originals. I will have prints made of them, and we will be able to get her to sell the prints and note cards and make some money. So the theme this morning is Summer Rose Garden. And let me put the spotlight on my student. Zariah, you're still 8? You're 8-year-old?
I'm kind of like 8.5.
8.5. When's your birthday?
Next month.
Oh, I have a granddaughter who has a 9th birthday next month. Wow. Look at the beautiful rose garden that she's creating. Ah, this is so very wonderful, so creative. And here at Lafate Gallery, we create original art from the HEART. We don't copy. My students, they can't look on no phone. I don't put up a prop and say copy this. We discuss the topic and they use their imagination and create. So when she came in this morning, we talked about the theme. She sketched it out first. Here's the sketch. That's her sketch right there. And now she's using her colors, and she's using the colors very powerful. Look at the roses of different colors. Wow. The way she's putting in the cloud, it is just amazing. That is Zariah. So her grandma's money is going to produce more for the future. That's a great investment, a lifelong investment by her sending her child to take classes here. It's a lifelong investment. So if you're sitting out there, you have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, etc., and they have talents, send them to Lafate Gallery. And I have a class that I teach about business skills. It's not about art. Actually, coming up the end of August, sponsored by M&T Bank. That is my bank. They're so generous. M&T Bank sponsored a business class because I teach kids business skill. At 7, I set my career goals, and around about 13, I was being an entrepreneur. So yes, we have a class, and it's called Art of Business. But it's not art of art business. It is art of any business. We set up some goals, and the children choose what they want to be when they grow up, the kind of business they would like to do. And then we take it from there and create business skills. Basic business skills, how to start, how to grow, and how to cope with the challenges. And by the way, if you watch my video, yesterday was the 32nd anniversary of Lafate Gallery. Lafate Gallery was licensed as a business in 1993. And it was because of this was a catalyst. My commission from Out and About magazine in Wilmington, Delaware, to create the cover for their May 1993 magazine. I created this beautiful cover showing off the YMCA children playing. This was distributed all over the state of Delaware, and I was getting calls from all over. Businesses were calling me to show my work. And that's how Florence Collins, my friend, she said, you need to get a business license, because if you're selling, you have to pay the IRS taxes. And she licensed my art as Lafate Gallery. And let me show you some pieces that were done that year. That's one of them. Grandma's Bible Story Time. I have others that are Grandma's Story Time, but this is Bible Story Time. And 1993, here's another piece which goes back to 93. This piece right there, that's the year on it. And it's titled, She Sells Seashells on the Seashore. Here's another piece, the Jamaican folk singers. Yeah? And there is more. There is more, and there is more. This month's exhibition is to celebrate Jamaica's independence. And we celebrated the independence on the 6th of August. And I took my audience on a journey back to Europe and to Africa, all the way back to the triangular slave trade, talk about that, the plantation, etc. And this piece depicts our Jamaican motto, out of many, one people. That's Jamaica's motto. Well, back to you and what you should be doing for your children, grandchildren, etc. on a Saturday morning. Get them engaged in something creative. Sports, music, drama, the good kind of drama. Yeah, we don't want that kind of drama. There is that kind of drama. We want good drama. Get them engaged creatively. Let them use their brain to be creative. And my students, to my class, they have to keep a journal. We journal what we do. Yeah. We are very business savvy here at Lafate Gallery, and I encourage my mentees and the children that are the future generation. I encourage them to develop business skills. Okay, so enjoy the music. I'll be back. Good morning and welcome. If you're watching Lafate Gallery Vision Center Saturday morning live, where I'm hosting a class for a student. She's 8 years old, and the class is paid for by Grandma. Grandma decided to invest in her granddaughter because she has artistic talent. What are you doing to invest in your grandchildren, or your children for that matter? You're going to just give them an iPad and an iPhone? No. Get them into something creative. Doesn't have to be art. anything for me, so I can write it. So, what you're going to do when you go home, all the other works you have done, you have to write something about them, pieces you made before. Did you see the cover of this cap for this? Where did I put it? I found it. Good morning out there. If you're just joining me, I'm Eunice Lafate, the owner of Lafate Gallery Vision Center, located at 227 North Market Street in Wilmington, Delaware. It is Saturday morning, and we go live on a Saturday morning, and we have art classes here, sponsored and paid for. Well, it's a grandma who, for the last 7 months, she has been paying for her child to come in to create art because the child is very talented. And when we discover talent, we must nurture that talent, groom that talent for greatness. I found my talent at age 7, and my parents didn't know that I was going to become famous. Actually, the works I used to create then, well, by the way, I created the work on the wall of my home. But the works that I created, the early pieces, weren't saved. Only one piece was saved. And that piece of work, let me bring it to show you. My oldest work of art. Here we go. Up front and close. It is a pen and ink drawing that I did in August the 6th, 1962, when Jamaica gained independence from Britain. And we changed the motto from Spanish. It was written in Spanish, we made it English, out of many one people. And this is a coat of arms, and I used a pen and ink to draw this. So that's my oldest work of art. Saved it, and thanks to my sister Mary, who lives in Christiana, Jamaica, she saved it. And she was a Mrs. And she traveled all around the 14 parishes, and she kept it all the years. And every time I went home on vacation, she would remind me, I still have that work of art. And in 2014, when I received the Governor's Award for the Arts, they asked me if I had any work from my childhood days. That's my award right there. Governor's Award for the Arts for the state of Delaware. And I was able at the time to produce that work of art. It was 59 years old. But as of the 6th of August, it's now 63 years old. I was a teenager when I did this piece. And this is the only piece that goes back to my childhood. I always tell my students, save your work, date it. Mine is dated 1962, and sign it. we didn't break anything. I'm just getting my phone here nested. Okay. We finish and then we'll come